Hey, what's happening, you guys? I'm TJ Harmon, aka Rel2G on YouTube, _Rel on Twitter. This is my WWE Extreme Rules review show, and to be honest with you, I really did not like this pay-per-view at all. It just, I don't know, it was confusing, it was a lot going on, and just, you be the judge when I give you the results. First, the kickoff show. It featured Bad News Barrett facing Neville, as I alluded to you earlier this morning, that Daniel Bryan was probably not going to be able to participate in tonight's pay-per-view. And it was said before the show he was not medically cleared to wrestle, and therefore the Intercontinental Championship did not happen. But I did tell you to say Neville would beat Bad News Barrett if the match was to take place. They let it go on the kickoff show, and they put the tag team match for the rest of the show on Extreme Rules. But Neville and Bad News Barrett's match was a pretty decent match to kick off the pay-per-view. Very, very well put for both British dudes. I mean, unbelievable. Neville, his first WWE debut pay-per-view, was a big one. That's a big win for Neville here in the WWE as he continues his reign to go to the top sooner or later. The next match was the street fight, Chicago street fight. Dean Ambrose against Luke Harper. A lot went on with that for about good 15-20 minutes, and then they left the ring and took it to the back to eventually leave the arena, and we weren't to see any more of these two until later on during the pay-per-view. The next match featured the Kiss Me Arse match between Dolph Ziggler against Sheamus. I did not like this match at all because Sheamus was the one who wanted this match, and therefore Sheamus loses the match to Dolph Ziggler. But Ziggler didn't get his ass kissed at all by Sheamus because Sheamus kept improvising to eventually blow Ziggler right in his nuts and then put the bro kick on him, and Sheamus was left having Ziggler to kiss his arse by rubbing his face all in between his thighs, his cheeks, or whatever. So I didn't really like this match. I think they should have a rematch sooner or later. And I think Ziggler, believe me, would have lost, but I think Sheamus lost on purpose. Wouldn't you guys agree that he lost on purpose? It's just, that match was just not really well put for me. Next match was the WWE Tag Team Champions, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, known as the Brass Ring Club. They defended titles against the New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston, and it was a pretty cool match until the final minutes of the match when Kofi Kingston rolled up Tyson Kidd and grabbed his tights. They steal the titles away from the Tag Team Champions. There's a New Day in the WWE, as the New Day are your new WWE Tag Team Champions. It was an okay match, and now we really see Big E as a heel once again, and Kofi being a heel for the first time in his career in the WWE. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is Kofi Kingston's first heel stunt in the WWE. Let me know if I'm right or wrong about that. But New Day, new Tag Team Champions. Then the street fight continued as Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose steer their way back from the streets back into the ring, and chairs was piled up on Dean Ambrose for him to put the dirty deed on the big guy Luke Harper, and Dean Ambrose won the Chicago street fight. After all, they didn't even wrestle for the past 15-20 minutes after they left. 15-20 minutes later. Then we get the United States Champion John Cena facing Rusev in a Russian chain match for a corners match. Basically, that's what you call it. It was a cool match. I have to say, these two really do give it their all. They do give good chemistry. And it was at one point the crowd was cheering for Lana. Lana tried to come in, but Rusev was like, no, bitch. You get out and you go back. So she left a little sad, but that's how they do in the WWE. Rusev all by himself. There's no Lana. John Cena was able to do what he had to do to put the AA on him and put the four corners, touch four corners, of course, in that ring, and John Cena retains the United States title, as I told you guys to pick earlier this morning. Then we get the Divas Championship match. Nikki Bella facing Naomi. Naomi showed us that heel side that she's been telling us she was going to do, and she really did bring the heel side. And I think Naomi's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the coming weeks, maybe months. But the heel side didn't last too long because Brie helped her out, and Naomi was not able to do what she had to do to get the Divas title. So therefore, Nikki Bella retains with the Raw rack, beating Naomi and still retaining the Divas title. Okay, but there's going to be more to this in the coming weeks. Believe that. Then, here we go, as we believe that Roman Reigns will be facing Big Show in the last man standing match after Roman Reigns just got annihilated during the European tour. Big Show wanted this match, and it was a cool match. Like I said, these two really give an okay match, and they didn't let us down in this particular match, as Big Show was not the last man standing after Roman Reigns speared the crap out of him. He was not able to get up at all. Roman Reigns wins that match. And then they had another match. It was really not a match at all. It was an impromptu. And I see that Ryback ended up beating Bo Dallas in the in-ring address because Dallas was just, yapping or whatever, and Ryback kind of shut him up. I think we'll see a match between these two in the coming days, maybe weeks, so stay tuned to that. The main event, Seth Rollins defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton. RKO of Randy's was banned, and of course Seth Rollins could not use the curb stomp. But this steel cage match was no other steel cage match. Kane was the gatekeeper of this match, and Kane really didn't know what he wanted to do because he got fed up, got in that ring, and chokeslammed both Randy Orton and Seth Rollins to put the it wasn't a tombstone. It turned out a bit of confusion there, but I told you that Seth Rollins was going to retain. Anyway, it's not what happened after the match, it was what happened during the match that no one expected. Seth Rollins got away with this win after Kane tried to put him in the tombstone. That didn't happen. Randy Orton put the RKO on Kane and then turns around and Seth Rollins puts Randy in the RKO. I thought the move was banned from this match. It was banned for Randy Orton not to do, but not for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins inadvertently puts the RKO on Randy Orton and left out of that steel cage as the winner. People scratching their heads as to how the hell did he do that? Hey, he's Seth Rollins. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and Randy Orton has to face that. So there, the match was over, and so was this pay-per-view. Thank goodness, because this pay-per-view really didn't add up for me at all. Give it 3 out of 5. It can get better as we get ready to pay back what went down tonight, next month's pay-per-view. So what's your take on the pay-per-view of Extreme Rules? Not your Extreme Rules from the past, and people still scratching their heads just like me. Post your comments, let me know what was your take on the show, and I'll see you guys back here for the payback next month, right here. Check me out on YouTube, TJ Harmon, aka Raw TV on YouTube, overrated_Raw on Twitter. See you right back here down the road for a payback. Thanks for watching, and